Welcome to a game between HistidineStar, doing Shieldbots and an Engineer Commander here on Fairylands. And he's going up against DanWarior here with Spiders and an Engineer Commander as well. So DanWarior requested his replay and he wondered how he would fight a shield ball. Yeah. So it looks like both players are going for an economic start. DanWarior is making quite a few wind generators here. He's making one wind generators down there. Seems unnecessary with so high a low max wind, 0.8, that's really high. So making a tidal doesn't make much sense, but doesn't hurt much either. So what is he gonna try to do with his fleas? Is it easy to harass on this map? I'd say no. He's ordering them. He's ordering them up here on the cliffs. Let's see how the spiders path here. This could be a pretty good approach if the spiders actually walk on the cliffs here. And this map is quite economic, so making a venom this early. I mean, if you're afraid of raiders, maybe it's a decent choice. But I would try to make a calm first and then maybe a venom. Let's see how these fleas path. Yeah, they're staying right under the radar. Oh, and they're going up. It's kind of a little bit. Oh, they don't. They only get tagged by the laser turret, but they reveal themselves, and yeah, Histidine makes a bandit in time. Could you have killed the bandit there? Probably not. You run straight into it, so that's kind of bad. You try to go in for another angle. So far you haven't made any. Oh, you killed the mechs there, I guess. Now you get one mechs, I guess. And yeah. And you almost get another mech, so that was like, what was that? 10 fleas? Killed, like, disturbed 2 mexes, killed, yeah, kind of worth it. Slows them down a bit. But you also sacrifice a bit of your expansion going here, so yeah, not too bad. Yeah, this is pretty easy to defend in most cases. You're making a load turret there, yeah, that's a good defense. If you make like a load turret here or here, and one here, yeah, you're pretty much safe. Your expansion is pretty safe. And your venoms are running into the commander. 2 venoms are not enough to kill a commander, so you run away without taking too much damage. Yeah. And now you're going up here with your commander to face his commander instead of grabbing this expansion. That's the choice, I guess. Yeah. So we'll look here at metal use and metal produce. Histidine has produced more, but he hasn't used more yet, so yeah, you're doing pretty well. You could have expanded here first, faster, if you hadn't gone for the venoms. And right now you are, let's see here. You don't have your cons on high priority. Do you have your factor on low priority? No. So yeah, I would recommend putting your expanding cons on high priority so that it prioritizes the building of these mexes. Now you're stalling metal and you're not building these at full rate. So you probably want to put your expanding cons on high priority. Alternatively, put your factor on low priority. And looks like you're going for a widow here. Yeah, if you get a commander, that could be worth it. I guess that's why you walk your commander all the way over there. But yeah, you give up this expansion, so yeah. And Histidine is already going for lobsters. Interesting choice. Yeah, he tends to be really he really likes his lobster shield plays. So lobster shield balls are really hard to deal with. And on this map you can do it pretty well because it's easy to defend the starting position. There's only like, yeah, you need like 2 lotus turrets and then you're pretty safe from raiding and you'll see incoming units and build units in time. So yeah, it's pretty hard to stop. Do you have enough energy? Oh, you're stalling energy quite a bit. Yeah, you don't have a lot of energy. You need more energy. That's how many wind and tidal generators? And the commander, you can stun it there. That's nice. Nice calm kill. Only for the cost of 1 wither. Maybe you can shave it if it runs down the cliff. Ah, not in time. You had the right thought though, but now this expansion should fall easily. And you shouldn't take too much damage on your venoms. So that should be a nice easy kill. That puts you quite ahead in this game, I'd say. Yeah, and you avoid the damage there. Yeah, it's still stunned by the Widow. So yeah, now there's just 2 Lotus Turrets here. You should be able to kill that, especially if your commander... Oh, you're upgrading your commander. Interesting choice. You could have led with your commander there to avoid losing any venoms. But yeah, losing 1 venom is not a big deal. So yeah, that should put you pretty far ahead. And you're making Hermits. Is that a good choice? You haven't scouted enemy composition yet. If you know HistidineStar, you can expect him to go for a shield ball. You probably wouldn't expect him to have lobsters this early, so having some fleas around the space, if you can like get a flea here or scout the space, that would be nice. And see, or like have a flea here, so you see that the enemy, what the enemy composition is, what they're making. Hermits, I'm not sure. They might work against a shield ball. I mean, the deal is, if you have enough Hermits, you can just run down the shield ball and kill it that way, because Hermits, they have a lot of HP for costs, so that would work. Yeah. And you're going for tidal generators. I mean, it's more reliable income, but I mean, with 0.8 minimum, wind is still better on average, and yeah, I would recommend building on the hills. And it looks like Histidine went for his first lobster, and you avoided getting damage there. So you're building a stinger to protect against the ball, while your hermits are there. I mean, with your command on the vents here and the stinger, you should be pretty safe there. Yeah, this is not a big enough shield ball to go. So now the question is, do you engage the shield ball or do you wait for more units? If you're more active, let's see here, your rated coverage, you doesn't have any rated coverage, you still haven't taken this expansion. Yeah, you want to try to gain map control, and you're running 1 hermit, that's not good, that's not enough. 5 hermits is not gonna do it. You can drain the felon, but the thugs will still have shield up, and what are you doing? Why are you wasting your hermits? This is, you make no damage and lose 5 hermits here. Now you try to go in. This is kind of a small army. Like, this is still a 2000 value army. If you disregard... yeah, if you disregard... yeah, it's not like... This is barely gonna make it, and you're letting the shield recharge, and you have to go in with all at once if you want a chance to get it. And it's still, I mean, there's not a lot of defenses here, but yeah, the reinforcements are closer by, and will you have enough to run it down? You went through the shield, you killed 1 convict. You finally went through the shield, but reinforcement arrives, and you lose your whole army, and your commander is lagging behind. If your commander would have been there and tanking in shots, yeah, you could probably have killed that. But then Histidine could also just have lobstered away once he got low, so... This is just a bad fight. Yeah, like once you have a good position like this and a small shield ball like that, you can defend here with the Venoms. Venoms are decent in defense, like against a shield ball, once it gets drained by a stinger or the commander drains. If the commander takes, yeah, this commander has like 5250 HP, so it can drain quite a lot, and you're losing more units. You can't lose units against a shield ball. That's the worst thing you can do, just engaging piecemeal and losing units one after one. This is the worst play you can do against a shield ball. Like, Histidine isn't even using his lobsters. He doesn't even need to use lobsters. With lobsters, this is a really hard combo to like beat, and you can see here that he can go forward and just kill some more units, and he's gonna be able to do this the whole game if you let him. Yeah. So yeah, this is like 101 of how not to fight the shield ball. Meanwhile, you were hiding behind this position. You could have like tried to take this position, and you can see here that Histidine is lobstering for Ruben. You could have like raided this position with your Venoms or your Hermits, and then just try to out-eco the opponent. And once you've taken this position, then Histidine has to choose where he wants to engage. Once he gets a larger shield ball, he can break that, and yeah, stuff like that. But yeah, you need to yeah, don't want to rely on stationary defense. Some stationary defense early is pretty good. It's good HP for cost and it's good damage for cost. So it's nothing wrong with start making some defenses on important points like this forward positions and stuff like that. But yeah, instead you have lost a lot of army here. If you look at the value lost here, yeah, you lost a lot of value while the enemy has barely lost anything. Yeah. Yeah, lost one felon there. So yeah, now with the bigger shield wall, these defense are no match. The thugs can tank it, the felons just kill it fast. Oh, and you get a nice shot in there with Liko. I missed that transition. So is a Liko a good transition? Yeah, it is. But if Histidine is paying attention, yeah, you're not gonna... He might be able to bounce away. But right now he doesn't even have any lobsters right now, so it's a good time to strike. A Crab against the shield ball, I don't like it. It is bash damage, but it's too slow and it's a sit and duck. The enemy can choose to go in and engage or not. You're making a fusion, that's a bad idea on this map. Use the wind instead. Winds are better than a fusion on this map. Even though it's up and down, you want it for override, it doesn't matter so much if it's up and down. And yeah, you should try to, yeah, you're repairing this Liko now. If, yeah, it's important that you top off the HP of the Liko, so it has enough HP to survive a few shots from the felons. But yeah, right now is a good option to strike if you get it off. Yeah, you should be able to kill like both of the felons, and they should be finally repaired. You can order it off the airpad. Like once it has rearmed, you can order it off the repart, even if it hasn't finished healing. So yeah, that's a lot of time lost on this Liko that could have been bombing this shield wall. So yeah, you probably missed. Yeah, you could probably have gotten at least one shot off before this, maybe two. Yeah, one shot probably. So yeah, and you fly over the shield ball and lose your Liko. Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe you had an order. Maybe they were out of radar. I'm not sure. Maybe you had radar on them, vision on them for a second, and then you lost it, and you lost targeting. That's easily done. Like, yeah. Yeah, you have to, yeah, it can be annoying like that if you have like target lock on it and they go out of radar. You might lose the lock and the unit will just fly there. So yeah, you didn't need to lose that Liko at all. And Crabes, yeah, they're not gonna do much in this situation. Too big of a shield ball. Yeah. So if we look here at economy, yeah, you were still behind the metal produced throughout the whole game. If we look here at metal overdrive, yeah, the enemy has made more overdrive than you. You can see here that the energy income, yeah, Histidine was relying mostly on wind. So if we look at your economy value, so yeah, they were a bit ahead, made this Geo, I guess. But they also made more winds. So yeah, I don't like these tidal generators. Just build wind on the higher one instead, it's better. With 0.8 minimum, it's a lot better than these tidal generators. Now you have a Crab on a hill. Oh, this is huge shield ball. Yeah, it's too late. Are you building on the Liko? No. Yeah, if you had kept that Liko alive, then bombed that shield ball a few more times, you might have been in the game still. Yeah, in this game, Histidine hasn't like provided a huge, like he has barely had to use his lobsters. With really good lobster play, you can like it's like kind of a chicken and mouse game, where you expect the Liko to bomb and you can try to throw at the Liko to kill it, but you might get hit then, or you could throw away from the Liko to dodge the shot. Yeah, there's like some counterplay going on there if the enemy has lobsters, and Histidine was going for that immediately. But yeah, he didn't even need to use this. He lost his lobster here in the middle, kinda not that well done by him. and then yeah, you could have bombed his army at least 3 times with the Lico before he got other lobsters. So yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend crab. A good unit. The thing is, against lobster shield balls, I'm not sure I would recommend Recluse on a map like this. The thing is, once the lobsters are... I mean, lobsters basically makes the Felon into mobile artillery. You throw the shield ball at the enemy and you get on top of the recluses and you kill it. And to stop that, you need like Venoms, Redbacks, Hermit. Yeah, if the enemy is going for this early of a lobster shield combo, Hermit is probably the best choice in this situation, or a Lico. It depends on how good the counterplay is with the lobstering away. Like if the enemy is lobstering the shield ball against your Lico, against the units, and you can get them while the lobsters are reloaded, yeah, then Lico can work. It's all about timing and expecting that, so... But otherwise, I think that Hermits are the correct choice in this situation. You can back them up with Redbacks or Venoms. Either work. Recluse... And once you get lobsters in the mix, it's gonna be hard to counter that shield ball. If you have an eco advantage, which you never really had in this game, yeah, then you can go for like protect your red recluses with Redbacks or Venoms. But you had a bit of an advantage when you killed that commander. And you go for an Odin, but at this point, yeah, it's too late, too little too late. Oh! Yeah, Histidine is trying to lobster the shield ball against this Odin to get it. Yeah, it loses quite a bit of health against passing over that Felon. At least you're gonna get this advanced geothermal, and you should keep the Odin alive. So yeah, Odin... Getting early Odin, I mean he didn't have the geothermal before. You can get a factory, that's not quite worth it. Lico is probably a better choice. Yeah. Shiny. But yeah, the shield wall is too big. Yeah, I would say that, yeah, killing that commander, yeah, was a pretty good choice. You kill that commander without losing much. Yeah, you kill that commander without losing much, and then you had a bit of an advantage, but you kind of like didn't manage to get that advantage into like an income advantage by controlling the map. You never really got ahead on metal. Which is something, if an enemy goes for something as expensive as a shield ball and an Amplat factory for lobsters, yeah, you should be able to do like you did at first. You protect this position with just pork. The early shield wall is not going to be able to break that because it's too small, and you can just build more pork in need. So having a commander there and doing that, yeah, it's pretty good. You can tank with the commander, you can come in with reinforcements, holding this position, you threaten this position. Like it prevents the enemy from moving out. Like if he moves out here or here, you have time to counterattack. You can just go counterattack if you have a big army. But you did the thing you shouldn't do. Going for Hermits was probably a decent choice. Recluse would probably... It depends on how good HistidineStar. He's pretty good with his lobster shield bolt, so it probably wouldn't have worked. But you started losing units. You lost value, a lot of value against the shield ball for no reason. You need to like be better at expecting how much HP the enemy got and stuff. Like you barely kill a Felon here, I think. Yeah, and you didn't have enough, but you're also close to the enemy. The enemy's close to the supply lines and everything, to the reinforcements. So yeah, going for the side bases would have been better, like getting those position, and then if the enemy goes out with a shield wall to take this position and you have it, yeah, just retreat from it. It's worth it. You held the mexes for a while. and you can just build up a force. You can go for Lico, or you can go for, if you have, especially if you have an economy advantage, Hermits are pretty good against Shield Ball. Like the Felons are gonna struggle to kill it, and you can just overrun the position once you, yeah. But don't engage like you did with just a few Hermits at a time and let the Shield Ball recharge. You gotta kill the Shield Ball in one swift strike. You can't let it recharge. Yeah, those are my tips for you. Good luck and have fun.